Hello guys, it's 12 days of Christmas and I cannot believe we're on day 12. I had a cute project that I was going to show you and then realized in my mind I created a card that we're going to make today. Sometimes I just have to do what I got to do, and this is what happened in my mind today. So we are going to be using this stamp set called Stay Warm. I hope that wherever you are, that you're warm. And it's getting pretty cold here right now. And it's getting on to Christmas. We are already talking about what days we're off next week at work. And I guess I had my last in-office day today since I work from home the other days. And it's coming. So if you haven't watched any of our 12 days of Christmas, it's day 12. You can back up and watch days 1 to 11. My name is Cogbill and my business is called Paper Made Prettier. I would love it for you to watch all 12 days. And this is your last chance. I'll probably extend it to tomorrow so I can get the email out. So tomorrow will be the last day to take advantage of the ordering special, which if you order $50 or more, you'll get 33 holiday tutorials from me. And if you order $75 or more, you're going to get the Advent tutorials after I'm finished. And then make sure and stay to the end so you'll see what's in the last day of the Advent calendar. Tomorrow, don't worry, I'll still be live tomorrow because it's Fancy Fold class day. So we're going to be making 4 or 6 gorgeous cards that are fancy fold, that are great for what you're going to need after Christmas, or you just need all year, but some gorgeous sympathy cards. They're not fun folds because sympathy isn't fun, but everyone needs these types of cards in their life. So I've got 2 spots left in that class. If you place an order between now and Monday, the first 2 people will get those packets that I've cut. All right, so let's get cracking on our card. I just had this idea in my mind because I was looking at the True Blue Florals designer paper. This is an item that you can get that for $5 when you spend $75 with Stampin' Up. Now, are you going to go and buy $75 worth of envelopes to get this paper? No. But if you're watching stamping videos, I would venture to guess that you may have a few things in your cart already. If your cart is getting on towards, 50, 60, it's a good idea to bump it up so that you can take advantage of our product of the month. But for me, this paper and this stamp set just go together. So we're going to make a card with it. And I'm using the paper as a full card base, a full card front, because that's one of my favorite things to do. I've got a whole pack of this, and so I'm going to go 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're just covering the whole card front because I love this paper. It's got Night of Navy and Balmy Blue are the main 2 colors, or are the 2 colors, not the main. Those are the 2 colors in the paper. So we're going classic Stampin' Up! Blues, and I'm just going to use a piece of basic white, which I have buried. Where is it? I already had a card base. And then I came over here. Let's just cut another one. Honestly, by the time I could find one, I could just cut another one. That's about the 12 days of Christmas has become the 12 messes of Christmas. I don't know if you can relate, but I'm not necessarily one that always cleans up after myself when I'm done. My craft room is upstairs, so I don't know about you. Tell me about yours, but the good thing is I can just set it down and walk away. The bad thing is I can set it down and walk away, right? So All right, so we're going to place this here, and we're going to stick this down with some Stampin' Seal. Let's go ahead and get that down. So I just wanted to really, bam, focus on that paper. And then I love this die cut from the branching out dies. I knew it was going to be popular, and I was not wrong. So we're going to get our sweater on. Now, this sweater, we've got mittens and sweaters. It looks like you can do some two-step stamping here, but we're going to do some coloring with blending markers. So we're going to stamp our sweater with Memento black ink right up here in the top. We're going to use the bottom. I hope I did that straight. Yeah, straight enough. We're going to stamp at the bottom. We're going to stamp our sentiment. And let's choose, I think 'Tis the Season is perfect for this. It's actually the perfect size, but also the perfect sentiment for this card because it's just the season, right? For fun sweaters and that kind of thing. So we're stamping this with Night of Navy. Oh my gosh, adorable. So next thing we're going to do is color this. So I've got it out my Balmy Blue and my Night of Navy blends. Now I'll tell you that Night of Navy blends are, the dark Night of Navy blend is dark, okay? And so I'm going to stick with the light to start with. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to see what color we have going on here. I might go dark. Let me see what happens. I don't want to obscure the details on that sweater, but I can still see the details. So I think I'm totally fine with that. I actually like the navy. So let's just go to work. And so we're going to color our sweater fully in. And I'm going to see what the thick tip of this marker looks like. It's looking good. I don't use this dark one very often because it is quite dark. But when you're coloring a big area like this, it's time to get out that thick end. Just to kind of do-do-do. And actually I love it because it kind of covers up my less desirable lines there in the stamp. So we're going to fill that in like so. And it's a blending marker, so we don't have to be super neat with it. We can always come in with another layer if we want. So we're getting down to the stripes, okay? And I probably should have used the thin tip to get right into that smaller area there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do some stripes here. Gonna do some here, and then we're gonna go every other along here, because then we're gonna come and fill in with our Balmy Blue, because this is gonna be our True Blue Sweater Season card. And it doesn't really matter which Balmy Blue you use, I'm just picking one. Perfect. So we're going to color this, and I'm just going to go ahead and color those dots as well, Balmy Blue. Not being careful here, just coloring. Because that Balmy Blue, if it gets into the navy, it doesn't really matter. This is so cute. I love it. Ooh. outside the lines there, but you get the picture. Awesome. So we have our cute little Nordic sweater. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add some ribbon. So I think what I'm going to do is add it. I'm going to tie a bow. Now, this is technically Secret Sea ribbon, but as a ribbon, Secret Sea can masquerade as Night of Navy. So don't worry that, oh, it's called Secret Sea. I find that on our ribbons, they can kind of like take on the color that they need to. They're not so specifically that color. So, oh, that's really cute. And I think, I gotta decide where I want it to go. I think I'm gonna like it on the corner because I don't want it to look like it's a head. All right, and we're gonna pop this on with our fanciness here. It's a big place, so let's stick one in the middle. Pop that on. And then we're going to use our Secret Sea ribbon and give it a little ta-da cuteness. And we're done. So I hope that you've enjoyed this 12th day of Christmas and all 12 days. I don't have all 12-day projects here because I have sent some out, but here are some that I have created this past week. We've made some gorgeous things. I will tell you, I've got my projects ready for my bingo party that's coming up January the 4th. So spoiler alert, that's what's coming. And you need to be watching in your mailboxes for the brand new catalog because we're going to be having some cuteness overload with new fun spring products. Here is another card I made with the True Blue Florals designer paper. Very cute. And let's see what's behind door number 12 on the Advent calendar. So I've actually made a couple of extra projects since I've seen you last. So let me show you those. I made this cute project with, so we had these dies that made that. And I've just kind of made a little shaker card with all those little elements. And I'll tell you, the way I made these little shakers, is I just cut them off of the plastic without cutting the plastic off. So they're not actually stickers. Then I added some of that fun twine. That was one of the items in the product, that one of the boxes. And then I've got, this was featuring those dies here. So that was one of the days. And I've already shown you all the other days, but I'll kind of flash them up here quickly in case you've missed them. But go back, rewatch my videos to see all the days. Let's check number 12. Right here in the middle. Let's see what it is. What fun I've had. It's not too late to buy this. You could order it and open it up after Christmas. You could order everything up on Christmas and just spend the next day or that day crafting your little heart out and making items with the 12 Days of Christmas Advent kit. Oh, these are cute little white cards. So we've got some pretty elements. I had seen some projects with this, and so I got a sneak peek of this last bit. Ooh, la la. These are like some embossed white floral cards. That's nice. That'll, you could use a blending brush on that. That would be really pretty. And then some little white elements as well that we can, just stick in here and there. I love it. All right, let me get these back in here before I lose one. All right, so day 12, that was exciting. Well, thanks for watching my 12 Days of Christmas. Don't forget about that ordering special. When you spend $50 or more, you'll get 33 holiday tutorials on email. When you spend $75 or more, you'll get my Advent tutorials with the 12 days of crafting from the Advent calendar. And don't forget, if you want to participate in the Fancy Fold class, you can register. If the registration says it's over, it might. Just message me. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.